Hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. Tonight I actually have a pretty exciting video for you. I am going to be filming my lasagna recipe, my fully vegan lasagna recipe. I am going to use one cheat. I do have a jar of pre-made pasta sauce. It's just something I use if I make lasagna because lasagna is such a process. Now if I make my own, if I'm making like spaghetti sauce, I'll make it completely from scratch. So I'll show you guys that some other time. So yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so to start off, I am starting my sauce. So I don't do it like completely jarred. I add in seasonings and everything. But I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1 very large diced onion. You can use less if you want to, but it's really good. And then I have a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of dried basil, half a teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano. The only one I could find at the store is powdered, so that's what I have, and then a pinch of salt. And then, so that's going to be like the base of my sauce. Then I'm going to be using this one. I just look for one that has really minimal ingredients. So yeah, I mean the only thing that I wouldn't add in myself is the citric acid. So yeah, I'm going to be using that. And then I do also use a can of tomato sauce, which I cracked open last night when I made Mexican red rice, whatever you call it. And then for my ricotta, I'm going to be using this rice cauliflower just because I'm feeling a little too lazy to dice my own cauliflower and then steam it. And then I also do a block of firm tofu. I'm just starting to drain it because I don't want too much moisture. And then I will use salt and a little bit of garlic powder and 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And that is my ricotta. I will blend these just because I like it really smooth. Then for the sauce as well, you also can use your choice of a meat substitute or not. Either way it works. I just have this like textured vegetable protein. It works great to stand in for ground beef, which is what my mom always used in her spaghetti sauce or lasagna sauce. So yeah, I'm going to be using this, but you can really use whatever you want to use or completely omit it. And then I will be using these lasagna noodles. I have 2 boxes just because each one is only 4 servings and I definitely want to make more than 4 servings. So I'm going to be trying these guys out. I'm not totally gluten-free, but I definitely try to avoid it because I do have an intolerance to it. So for something like lasagna where there's a ton of gluten in the noodles, that's when I would, use gluten-free lasagna noodles, especially because I'm already using something with gluten in it. So I don't want to do enough to actually like seriously upset my stomach. Yeah, I'm going to be trying these out and they are oven ready, which I love. So yeah, I'm just going to heat this on a like medium high heat to get started because I want some really nice color on my onions. I want them to be nice and caramelized. So I'm going to take the time to cook these up and mix everything. The reason I add my spices ahead of time as well is it just helps make them really fragrant. That's something that I learned, I think it was from like Gordon Ramsay, to always add it when you're cooking instead of later on. That way it just is more fragrant and tasty. So yeah, I'm going to cook this up and I'll show you before I add in the rest of the stuff. So my onions have some really nice colors. See how they're all nice and translucent. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my tomato sauce, and then here is my ricotta mixture. I don't do it till totally smooth, and I forgot to mention I do add in 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. So yeah, I'm going to add in the tomato sauce, get it all mixed up, and cook it for about 20 minutes. And then during that time, I'm going to preheat my oven to, we're getting fogged up, 400 degrees. So I forgot to mention, I do fill up my jar about 3/4 full with water to get all of it out, and especially because I am doing the textured vegetable protein, which is dry, so I have to rehydrate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah. Alrighty, so my sauce is done. So I'm gonna layer it in this pan, and then top off with this Daiya cheese. Now, this isn't my favorite vegan cheese, but all the stores are out of my favorite ones, so this will do. So I'm gonna go ahead and layer that up. This is what the noodles look like. So yeah, and then my sauce is definitely a little bit more watery than what I would do for a spaghetti sauce because these are dried noodles. They need liquid. So yeah, let me do that. My finished lasagna all layered up, looking fantastic. So because I'm using the vegan cheese, and everybody's biggest complaint it seems with vegan cheeses is it doesn't melt really well. So I'm actually gonna tent it with some foil and let it cook for about 25 minutes with foil on, and then take it off and finish it for about 15 minutes with the foil off to kind of get it all melted and nice. Haven't done it with a diet cheese, but I'm hoping it'll work. So yeah, I'm gonna cover it and then get this in the oven. All right, so here is the finished lasagna. The tin foil took a bit of the cheese off, but it definitely melted pretty well. Not as well as the other one I like, but it's good. So yeah.